Good morning. Welcome to Up Early with LoveBabz, LoveTalk on Babz Rose Ivy. This is my second hour. I get to welcome my soror, Tameika Miller. She is the CEO of the Greater New Haven Boys and Girls Club. Hello, my dear.
Hello. I'm so excited. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I am just great. It's a great day in the neighborhood and to talk about the Boys and Girls Club.
All right. Give me some background on the boys. Now, listen, I know something about the Boys and Girls Club. You know, I know. I was on their board for a few years. My mother's name hangs somewhere on the wall in that building. My sister and my brother both worked there for many years. So, and the Boys and Girls Club has a strong roots in the Hill. I remember when they were at Albee Booth over there on whatever this Sergeant Drive. Mm-hmm, yes. Mm-hmm. And then they moved to what we call the new space, which they've been. How long have y'all been over there on Columbus Avenue?
Since the 1990s.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So
I still call it the new space.
Right. And it's clearly not new. But yes, the Boys and Girls Club, just for those of you who may not know, New Haven actually started in 1871. And actually, a little known fact that people don't know is the Boys and Girls Club, when you think about it, across the country, it's a national organization. And we call it a movement. The actual movement started in the state of Connecticut.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yes. So you think about all the 5,500 chapters across the country. It all started right here in Connecticut.
And how long have you been the CEO?
Ones. And I've only been the CEO since October 2024. So just over a year. Yeah.
Oh, well, congratulations. Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Because I know you from the New Haven Chamber of Commerce.
Exactly. So I bring all those connections, hopefully, to the Boys and Girls Club. But I'm just out in the community, Babz, trying to meet as many people and reconnect with everyone and find out who's an alumni. We call them club kids, who's an alumni of the Boys and Girls Club. So I'm calling all people to just come on back home, reconnect with us, let me know who you are, what you're doing now, so we can maybe have you come in and talk to the kids, share a little bit about your story, all of those things.
So Tameika, tell me, how many kids do y'all serve now?
Well, we nearly have, because we have actually 3 different communities. So we're not just New Haven, we're New Haven, North Haven, and Wallingford. Okay. So 3 different communities, and we nearly 1,600 young people.
Wow.
And we have middle school, elementary, middle school, and teenagers. And so we're really trying to make a big push on teenagers, trying to get the teens out. So for anybody,
and I know y'all do one of the strongest summer programming of anybody. I mean, second to maybe LEAP, but y'all, you actually are a bona fide summer enrichment program. Talk a little bit about that.
Oh, we are. Thank you for that. We're so excited. We actually increased our summer participation this past summer versus last year. And so there's all sorts of activities. There's, of course, fun and field trips, but we also have some academic success programs during the summer. So there's reading, there's STEM mentoring, all sorts of, educated speakers from the community come in and talk to kids about career paths. We have some elements of workforce development also. We also have something called a counselors in training, where we pay the young people to be counselors to the younger kids, but they also learn about resume writing and career counseling and what to do in the workplace. I'm also working with local banks on literacy, not just for the young people, but for their families, because we really want the Boys and Girls Club to be seen as the center of the community. So whatever the family needs, we have connections to help you with whatever it is that you're going through. And so the summer is really, really good.
Yeah. And it's so necessary because you're in the Hill. I mean, you're in all those other places, North Haven, Wallingford, but you're in the Hill, and the Hill is not a rich neighborhood.
No, it's not. And so I really, really want people to remember that we're there. And when I say I remember, it's because geographically we sit back from the sidewalk. And so sometimes
Yes.
if you're driving really fast, you might miss our clubhouse. But we're there at 253 Columbus Avenue. We're going to eventually get some large signing outside so people can really, really see us. But for everyone who's listening, and I'm working the network, I want people to remember we're there at 253 Columbus Avenue. We're there in the Hill for the community that needs us, and we need the community. In fact, we launched, the Boys and Girls Club across the country launched this new campaign called America Needs Club Kids.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would say the Hill needs club kids, and we need the Hill. So come on down.
You have after school programming too, right, Tameika? Like kids can catch a bus, or if they, I guess, some kind of parental guidance where they can get picked up at their school and get dropped off at the boys. Is that still happening?
That's correct. Exactly what you said. So kids will go to their designated schools. The school buses will bring them like clockwork from their school building safely to the Boys and Girls Club on New Haven Public Schools school buses. Afterwards, and when they get to the Boys and Girls Club, they have time for a snack. So they're getting a meal. They have time to complete their homework called Power Hour. They have something called Triple Play. And they just kind of rotate through stations and learn a lot. They also have time for art. They have time for science programs. I've heard kids in the music room playing piano. I've heard kids laughing in the gym, learning all about math while they're running and playing and leaping and learning. And so it's a really magical place. And so we have people sometimes coming to stop by. And we just actually had a parents' open house where parents could kind of learn firsthand about all the things we do. And so we'll probably have another one very, very soon.
And so I'm excited that you've got this event coming up in December. Talk a little bit about this celebratory thing.
Yes, so very excited. This is our annual event, but this year we're doing it a little later in the year, and it's on Tuesday, December 2nd. It is called Champions of Youth, a tribute to Boys and Girls Club alumni.
Oh,
so
nice.
We're asking everybody to come, but especially if you are an alumna of this organization, if you've ever gone to a program of the Boys and Girls Club, and it doesn't have to just be in the Hill. If you went to any Boys and Girls Club across the country, you were invited to this event. It is a fundraiser. We're going to give a gift to alumni who come. And we're going to have an opportunity to mix and mingle and learn more about the Boys and Girls Club. We're going to have speakers. We're going to hear from Interim President Sandy Bomer. She's the interim president of Southern Connecticut State University. And she is a club kid. She was a club kid from San Diego. We're going to hear from Theron Mays. A lot of you know Theron Mays. He's a former NBA player, Philadelphia 76ers, and he's now a coach at Career High School. He's a club kid, so he's going to be talking. We're going to have a special event announcer and lots of activities. We're going to have a band called Boogie Chillin'. We're going to all be dancing and relaxing to the vibes of Wayne Brown. So it's going to be fun-filled. And, of course, Babz, you're going to be there.
I'm going to be there. I'm going to be the MC.
Yes.
So I'm looking, and where's it going to be? At the Hotel Marcel.
At Hotel Marcel. Tuesday, December 2nd.
Swanky.
Very swanky. We're going to be on the 9th floor. Mm-hmm. So 9th floor, and it's going to be from 5 to 7 p.m. on Tuesday, December 2nd.
And that's a nice time because it's a Tuesday. You get there, you'll be celebratory, and then you can still get home before it's like late. So
exactly. Yeah.
So that's
and it's Giving Tuesday. Nice. It's Giving Tuesday.
Oh, yes, Giving Tuesday.
Yes.
Now, do you all have a big? Do they still do the big? You have to go and round up people and get them told about your Giving Tuesday so they can make their pledges and all of that. Do you have a whole campaign for that?
I'm so glad you said that because actually this is a kickoff to our end of year campaign. So basically what we're asking everyone to do is not only attend this event, but also to rally your community and your network to move and collect money for the Boys and Girls Club. So after this event, the time will start and it will continue all the way to December 31st. Because remember, we are a 501c3. So for people looking for write-offs and opportunities to give during this beautiful holiday season, this is your opportunity to give.
You have the right energy, Tameika. You have the right energy. You have the right energy. Okay, so how is the Boys and Girls Club doing? How are you all doing? Because I know there's been some rough times. I mean, everybody
Yes.
had a tough time through the pandemic, and some nonprofits are just now starting to sort of feel like themselves after 5 years of that.
Yes. No, a very, very good question. I'm glad. So, yes, we've had candidly some ups and downs. We've had some ups and downs in leadership, and we've had some bleak days. And really, given where we are in this financial climate and given where we are with all that's going on, we cannot um, focus and just live on government grants. So we're asking everyone in the community to help us by giving, help us through sustainable giving year over year over year. We're very grateful for the donors who give. They give once, they give twice, and then, the money obviously continues to be spent because we have young people coming to our clubs all the time during, even full days. When schools are closed, we're often open. So my point is, the expenses continue, and we really want and are appealing to the community and to the businesses to give us sustainable, ongoing contributions so that we don't have to rely on government spending and so that we don't have to charge as much as we're charging some of our families. Some of our families are on scholarship, but a lot of our families are paying. And I would love the day when we can get to a point where we have consistent, sustainable contributions from foundations, from individuals, from corporations, so that our young people who are our future can really, have an opportunity to thrive, not just survive, but thrive. And so I would say, where we are right now, Babs, honestly, it's just kind of survive mode. We're just, clicking, clicking, clicking. We want this Boys and Girls Club, who has really been the home to so many people, to thrive. So in order for that to happen, we really need everyone to dig deep and, remember us, sustainability. I can't stress that enough, is the key.
All right. So before we wrap up, tell people how to find y'all. What are your social media things? Like, I tagged you already this morning in social media, but how do people, if they're listening now, they're like, you know what? I really like that Tameika Miller. I want to give some money. How do I go give some money to y'all?
Absolutely. So you can go to our website. There's a big donate button at the top on the right. And our website is bgcgnh.org. And it's an acronym. It stands for Boys Girls Club Greater New Haven. So if you just type in bgcgnh.org, you will land at our website. You could also go to our Facebook page. It's Boys and Girls Club of Greater New Haven on Facebook. Same thing on LinkedIn, Boys and Girls Club of Greater New Haven. And we're actually just started on Instagram. I'm not as savvy on the Instagram, so I've got to get there. But those three things, our website, Facebook, and LinkedIn, you will definitely get us.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm looking forward to December 2nd for the big kickoff for the campaign to celebrate the Boys and Girls Club and young people, and to all the people who used to who grew up in the Boys and Girls Club, who had cousins at the Boys and Girls Club,
Yes.
who had people. Go see Tameika Miller. Go call her.
Yes.
Get reconnected.
Absolutely. Stop by 253 Columbus Avenue. 253 Columbus Avenue. Absolutely.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for getting up early.
Oh, yes, of course. Thank you, Babs. I appreciate you.
No, you are very vibrant this morning, girl. Thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing you on December 2nd. And I'm glad to know that the doors are still open for the Greater New Haven Boys and Girls Club.
Yes, absolutely. Doors are still open. Love to see you.
All right. Thank
All
you.
right. Take care.
All right. Have a good day. Enjoy your weekend.
Hey, you too.
Thank you, Harry Droz.